Hey, it's Heather here. Just gonna shoot a real short video. In case you can't tell, I've been crying a little bit, but I'll be alright. But I just get on here and vlog if you're a first time viewer. But I was just gonna get on here and say that last night on my Facebook it reminded me, because it has that reminder where it'll give you a post that you posted on that day from years before or whatever, and it gave me the post where I went out with this guy named Jason. That's the first time I went out with him, and so yesterday makes 5 years since the last time I've kissed anybody. And in just 2 days, it'll be the last time that, or anywhere from 2 to 7 days, it'll be the last time that I've slept with anybody. So, but I'm pretty sure it was April Fool's Day because he was just being an asshole, and that was my husband that decided to do that to me, and then that's when he decided to leave and never come back home. So yeah, there's a little fucking fucked up history of my life at the moment, and I'm 30 years old, and so I was 25 when I received my last kiss. And I'm going to be 31 in just a few months. My life sucks. The biggest thing, though, that I actually ended up crying about because just thinking about things and thinking about how I actually feel. The biggest thing that really upset me is that I get tired of people making me hate myself because of how I feel. I've been taught my whole life to hate myself because of how I feel, because it didn't line up with how my mother felt or my father felt or my grandmother or my sister or other people. And so if you are constantly taught to hate the way that you feel, I don't know what the fuck you do with that. I guess you just always, I don't want to go my whole life hating the way that I feel about things or about people. But what do you do with it? What do you do with it when you meet new people and you like them a whole lot and they get mad at you because you like them? And they don't just get mad at you, like I'm angry with you and I need a break and we can't talk for a while or whatever. No, they get so mad at you. They want nothing to do with you. Everybody does me that way. So it begs to differ in my hopes, I guess you'd say. Cause I hope I'll meet somebody, that I feel, like attached to, strong, like just this strong bond. I would hope that I would know what it's like to meet somebody like that, since my family life has been so fucked up that I meet somebody like that and that they don't make me feel so that they don't make me feel so fucking bad for liking them or loving them or caring about them. But they always do. And so then, because in my childhood, I wasn't allowed to like what I liked. I wasn't allowed to enjoy what I tried to enjoy. if I had too much fun, if I was too happy, things would get taken from me. That's even like kind of dealing with my grandmother right now. I'm living here. She's like, tell me what you like to eat. And I didn't know this game because I've known her my whole life. And it's the game of tell me what you like to eat, so that way I won't buy it or get it for you, and that way you'll know that I'm irritated with you. So I've just been telling her this whole time I've been living here. I've been here a month. I'm just like, it doesn't matter. And I remember one time when I was with my husband, we went to Arby's, and I think I've talked about this in a previous video before, but now granted, I got what I wanted to eat, but I was so busy talking because we had just returned, I believe, from Chattanooga, Christmas shopping for my daughter, and we went to go pick her up, and she was asleep, I believe, or something like that, but we stopped at Arby's to pick up some food, and on the way back home, because I was so talkative and so happy and stuff, I forgot what all I had wanted, and I couldn't think of the word. It's like my mind just couldn't. I was like, and I want something sweet, but I don't know what. And he's like, well, do you want a shake or a cookie? You know, and he knows that I used to love to eat McDonald's cookies or stuff like that, and there's McDonald's nearby, and he's like, you want a shake or a cookie or something like that? And I'm like, no. And so we left, and I'm like, I can't think. Like, because I wasn't looking at the menu whenever we pulled up, you know. He was the one driving and stuff, and I was just so excited and stuff, and thinking that my kid's going to have a great Christmas, you know. And so we drive off, and we get halfway home, and I'm like, oh, shit, you know, and he's like, what? And I'm like, I know what the fuck it was I wanted. And he's like, what did you want, you know? And I just sat there, and I started crying. And he's like, what's wrong, you know? And I'm like, I really wanted one, and I don't know why. And I'm like, and I shouldn't feel that strongly about wanting a piece of goddamn food. I'm like, but I just do right now, you know, because I'm just... And I was like, and I remember I was on my period. I'm like, and I'm on my period and all that. I was like, so maybe that's why, and I'll get over it. I was like, because we're done halfway home. And he's like, honey, what is it? What were you wanting? And I'm like, it doesn't matter, you know? And he's like, yeah, it does. He's like, tell me what you want. And I was like, I wanted to turn over. And I was like, and I couldn't think of the name of it for the life of me. And so he turned around, and we drove all the way back just for me to get a turnover. And I was bawling my eyes out in the car. And he's like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I'm not used to anybody caring what I want. And I'm not used to anybody getting what I mean, you know, and like allowing me to feel the way that I feel, you know, and stuff. Because when I was with my husband, like, when you have a fucked up childhood and you get married and you get with somebody and you think that they're not lying and you think that they're actually going to stay and be there, you think you reach a point of safety where you can like start to work on things and on yourself and on your past trauma and everything. And it's like, so, you know, I just was bawling in the car and everything. But then after a while, he got to where he couldn't handle watching me cry about stuff. And he's like, you're so pitiful. And he's like, I don't know how to help you. And I was like, just hold me, you know. And I was like, that's all that I ask. That's all that I need. But he ended up being a typical guy and started cheating and stuff. And so that ended that relationship. And then he did it in a mean and malicious way because he got mad because I'm very
strict, I guess. Or not strict. I'm very just in my way. So if you sit there and like he would argue with me like about stuff, and he would sit there and say that, he felt like I didn't want to be married to him. He'd try to flip it on me, and I would say, I'm here. Have I ever told you that I'm going to leave, or anything like that? I'm like, yeah, the only way, I've told you flat out, I'm going to leave if you are abusive to me or my child. I said, end of subject. But other than that, no, I'm not going to leave. I didn't marry you, just for the hell of it. And that's the thing, too, is he has his own problems because he's a real big, heavy set guy. And so he had everybody, and I had everybody in shock that I would marry somebody that was so big and so overweight, because the guy I was with before was real skinny and everything. And so everybody's talking shit, talking smack, and everything. And oh, she didn't marry him because she loves him, and she married him because, he works, or she married him because of this, or she married him because of that. And, it's like, no. It's like, I really cared about you. Fuck. But, I'd tell him, I'd be like, no, I'm not gonna leave you. Would you just get over it? Like, that's your own demon that you're gonna have to deal with, I can't help you. I can just tell you, no, I'm not gonna leave you, not unless, you are abusive to me or my kid. I'm not gonna leave you, Would you stop thinking I'm gonna leave you, because would you stop lying to yourself and telling yourself that it's not possible that I can love you? It was like, just stop, And so he got to the point where he would get mad at me, and he would say, well, you say all the time to me, because I did, because I'm very just straightforward when I fucking talk to people. And he would have a problem with me, and he wouldn't discuss it with me, and he would hide it away until it became a huge problem. And then he would like kind of not blow up on me, but he would just be really mad, and I would have to like pull it out of him, and it was like pulling teeth. God, Jesus Christ, It was just so difficult to get him to talk about stuff. And then he would talk about things, and then this thing too is I found out later on that he was a habitual liar. Like, the things that he would supposedly, that I would have to pull out of him to get him to talk about, the reason I was having to pull them out of him is because he was having to dream up a lie in his head to tell me, like some huge ass story. I'm talking, he would sit there and he would fucking say that, he played football, for instance, like when he was a teenager, and then, I found out that like he wouldn't have even played football. Like, that's how drastic the fucking habitual line was. So I'm glad I'm not with him anymore, because he needs more help than I could ever give him, and he is unwilling to go to a professional and seek help for that. And so anyways, I'd sit there and I'd say, well, if you're that mad at me, and because he would compare me to others, he'd be like, well, so and so's wife, well, so and so's this, or I seen her this and that, and so and so and so and so and so, and he would compare me a lot to other people, and I'd say, well, why don't you go marry them then? Why don't you leave me and go marry them then? Why don't we get divorced if I'm not making you happy? Because I'm very knowing of who I am. And so if you marry me, damn it, and then you're like, you don't make me happy at all. You make me miserable. You make me feel like crap, or you kind of put that into the way that you talk to me whenever we talk and we have discussions, then I'm just going to go, okay, just leave. And I'm just a wreck right now, I guess. I don't know. I keep thinking about EJ. I'm so tired of people making me hate myself for the way that I feel. I'm so sick of it. But this video's done 15 minutes long, so I'm going to end it here. Hope everybody's doing good. I really do. Keep putting your best foot forward. Maybe I'll get out of this slump of sitting here fucking crying. Oh my god. Una's dreaming. Her paws are moving. But I'm just real emotional right now, I guess. I don't know. Oh Lord. But it sucks when everybody you can't ever meet anybody that is like, yeah, you feel that way. Cool. That's you. Like they can't even respect it and just be like, cool, that's you. That's your feeling. And instead they have to be like, no, you can't feel that way. You're bad. You're wrong. You're horrible. You're a piece of shit. You shouldn't feel like that. Fuck your feelings. Get over your feelings. Oh my god. I don't know how many times I heard Dad scream that. That's trauma I don't want to get back into right now. Like, fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. And I'm gonna end it here. I hope everybody's doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward. Oh, and that's the thing too. My grandmother and mom, I have to say this. And my sister too. Holy shit. And even my husband when we were together. I love, and I'm saying that sarcastically. That you sit there and you're like, I feel this way. And I feel like nobody cares about how I feel. And their rebuttal is always, well, do you think anybody cares about how I feel? And so then I'm supposed to feel sympathy for them. And I'm supposed to baby them. And I'm supposed to kiss their ass. I'm just so sick of stuff. Really? I got quiet to hear you snoring. And you stopped snoring. Clarabelle. But, anyways, I'm going to end it here. I hope everybody's doing good. Keep putting your best foot forward. And I'll catch you later. Sorry I woke you up. Take care. Bye.